Welcome back to another edition of My Pen is Purpose. I know what you've been wondering. Where in the world is Danny? What? I'm right here. Thank you for joining me again on My Pen is Purpose. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like our Facebook page. And please follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well, where you might find some content you won't find here on this page. So you've probably been wondering where I've been. Well, I've been kind of busy lately. Recently, I helped host a huge student conference at our church. It was for high school and middle school kids. The conference was called Collide. I got to team up with my friend Troy, and we had a blast. The kids enjoyed it, all the volunteers enjoyed it, but the best part was that those kids left that church impacted, and it was awesome. But that wasn't the only thing I've been up to. My family and I just got back from Seattle, Washington. It was our first time there, and let me tell you, it was epic. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. No, not our vacation per se, but I'm here to talk to you about epic family adventures. So our family, epic family adventures are very important. Now, when I mean epic family adventures, I don't mean that they have to be super expensive. It's not what I'm talking about. An epic family adventure is an adventure that you're gonna remember for a long time. For example, last year, my family and I took our very first trip to Disneyland. For my wife and I, it was our second time. But for the kids, it was their very first, and they had a blast. But don't just take my word for it. Ask them for yourselves. Where'd you guys come from? That's crazy. Daniel, what was the one thing you remember the most about Disneyland?
I remembered the most that Amazing Cars ride, which for some of us was very sickening, but not me.
Not him, he loved it. Sonia, what was your favorite part?
Star Wars tour ride.
The Star Wars tour ride. What did you like about the Star Wars tour ride?
It kind of looked like virtual reality.
Like virtual reality?
It made you sick.
It did kind of make me sick, but we're not going to talk about that today. But you guys will always remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So there you have it. It was a trip that they're always going to remember. Now, the Seattle trip, that was epic. What I love most about the Seattle trip was that it was my wife and I's first time there. So this time we got to experience it all together as a family. Now I'm going to show you some clips of the videos that I filmed so you guys can kind of get the idea. Now the most important parts of these trips is not that they're big and expensive, but that they're memorable. Now Seattle's not this far off exotic location. It's not in the islands in the Pacific somewhere or even in the Caribbean. However, it was brand new to us. And so the best part about it, the most epic part about it, was the memories that we made together. I mean, all the majestic trees and the rivers and the lakes and mountain views. It was just amazing. Our favorite part of the trip is when we went to San Juan Island. We took a boat tour through all the channels and canals and areas alongside the west coast of Seattle. San Juan Island is one of the northernmost islands. Now I bet you if you're not from Washington, you didn't know Washington had islands. I didn't know either. So we took a boat trip to San Juan Island, and from there we went on a whale watching adventure. That's right, we got to see orcas, killer whales in their natural environment. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. On the way there, I was able to spot bald eagles flying around, swooping down and catching their prey. On the way back, we saw a whole group of seals and sea lions just basking in the sunlight on this rock. I mean, these aren't things you see in everyday life. Well, at least for us it isn't. So that to us is absolutely epic. While we were in Seattle, we even got a chance to see something that we've never seen before, a massive waterfall. It was called Snoqualmie Falls, and it was absolutely beautiful. My kids were just in awe, and it didn't cost us any extra to go there. Just jumped in our car and went. Now, did it cost us an arm and a leg? No, not really. As long as you save beforehand and you budget correctly, watch what you're spending, don't eat out every single day, you guys can make it happen too. What we did is we had a hotel room and we made sure it had a little kitchen. And most days we ate lunch there. We also had some friends in the area because we went there for a wedding, believe it or not. And so when we went to their house, we ate like kings. But for the most part, we didn't spend that much. And so we were able to splurge on a little something extra for our kids. You see, for my son Daniel, his favorite car is a Ford Mustang. So because we budgeted correctly, we were able to spring for the Ford Mustang rental. And to top it all off, it was convertible. But I'm telling you, the kids had an absolute blast. Now, it did rain a couple of days while we were there, but for the most part, the weather was great. It was cool in the high 50s or low 60s, what I like to call sweater weather, okay? Sweater weather. But again, the most important part was not the trip itself. It was the memories we made. Hopefully our kids, when they grow up, will always remember that trip that we took to Washington. And they can tell their kids about it. You know, Grandma and Grandpa, one time they took us to Washington and we saw killer whales. So remember, the epic part of the epic family adventure doesn't mean expensive. The epic is all the memories you make while you're on vacation. Again, make sure you budget correctly so that you can splurge on a few other things, like maybe a really nice hotel or a really cool rental. Either way, make sure that when you're choosing your epic family adventure, the most important part to plan are the memories you're gonna make. Like us in the whale watching tour. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed all the videos and the slideshow. Yeah, I know it was kind of like one of those things when you come visit your family member and they show you the slideshow of the vacation. I really hope you enjoy it, and my prayer for your family is that you go soon on an epic family adventure. We'll see y'all again really soon with an all new episode of My Pen is Purpose. Again, I really want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support and love that you give us. Please make sure to like our Facebook page if you haven't already, and go on Instagram and Twitter too. You'll find us there. This is Danny signing off from My Pen is Purpose. Thank y'all for watching. God bless you.